Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for coming to the first ever meeting of Google Developer Groups West Virginia. Yay for that. All right. Oh, there you go.
All right, great. So, hello. So, my name is Hannes, but you can call me Jonathan. That's my middle name. I'm one of the volunteers here with Google Developer Groups West Virginia. This is a picture of the beautiful grist mill here in Babcock State Park. I don't think any presentation on West Virginia would be complete without mentioning how wild and wonderful it is. So, um, I couldn't resist putting this picture in here.
Yeah, I love it. Such a great picture. And now I'm gonna be showing you an introduction video about what the Google Developer Groups are.
Technology brings us closer together, even when we're far apart. Google Developer Groups host meetup events for local technologists to connect, learn, and grow with others in their area.
The project I'm mostly proud of would be teaching introduction to programming to 7 girls in my hometown.
In the GDJ, I used to attend various workshops, like it was on Firebase, Android, Cloud. Everyone is learning from someone else.
We started to meet twice a week for a long time, learning Google Cloud. Amazing experience.
After joining Accenture as a software engineer, I started to share my journey in Medium, podcasts, and talks at online bootcamps.
My talk inspired one of the community members a lot. So I mentored him to start his latter path. And 1 year later, at the same conference, he was giving a talk at the same stage.
One member of our community moved from being a DJ at our event to developing the first leading bank in the country.
When we do events that impact a lot of people, we are bringing opportunity to our region. So a lot of investors, a lot of startups, they will start to see opportunities here.
All right, fantastic. Thank you. So now what are Google Developer Programs? So now Google does a lot, runs a lot of programs to help developers. One big place where they're active, of course, is the open source community, contributing to open source projects, etc. There's also Google Accelerator programs, which is resources for startups. Then there's Google Learn, which provides free online courses for using Google developer tools. And then, of course, last but not least is Google Developer Groups, which is where we are right now.
Thank you so much. So to define better, what a Google Developer Group is. So it's a place to an inclusive environment where you get to meet a lot of people, developers or people interested in tech, from very beginners to maybe experienced professionals, and everybody's welcome to join. And here you're gonna first of all connect. That means you're gonna get to know, local developers and technologists, and everybody's welcome, including those with unique backgrounds and from various companies and industries. Number two, you're going to learn. That means you're gonna get to learn a lot of topics and gain new skills through hands-on like workshops, training, events, talks, and meetups, and online and in-person meetings. And you're gonna get to grow. So you're gonna apply your knowledge and connections to build great products, advance your skills and career, and network. And all this is gonna pretty much help your community learn as well.
Yeah, and just building on that, so it's for anyone who wants to use and learn more about Google technology. So of course, this includes things like Android, Google Chrome or Chrome OS, as well as APIs such as the Maps API, YouTube API, etc. So if you're interested in building your own Android app, if you're interested in making a Google Chrome extension, if you want to make the next Pokemon Go and need to use the Maps API for that, this is the place for you to learn how to do that.
Definitely. And like that sounds like a great idea to do like next time. So I want to define a little bit better what a GDG is. So first of all, it's run by developers. It's a place where you're gonna learn Google technologies and developer tools. It's a place where you can see what companies are doing in the area and what the developers in these companies are up to as well. It's a place to know each other, to help each other succeed in tech. It's also a place that is open to anyone, and also a place where you can get to know smart and very cool people.
Right, yeah. And so now what is a GDG not? So first of all, it's not a corporation. It's not run like a corporation or by a corporation. This is basically meant for networking developers together so that they can help each other. Okay, so it's definitely much more like a group than a corporation. And so because of that, it's going to be focused more on developers. It's not going to be focused so much on end users. This is for people who are interested in creating. It's not a place to hear a sales pitch. So what does that mean? So we're here to learn and to learn how to do things. So it's not you don't need to worry about advertising. It's also not an exclusive group. So anyone who wants to create, anyone who wants to develop and learn more, they are more than welcome here. And finally, a Google developer group is not a part of Google. So although we are supported by Google, we are run independently from Google.
That's right. So, what do GDGs really do? So in this picture, I want to encapsulate a little bit of what we actually do. You can see here different like tech conferences that that we're growing across time, and that's pretty much the same is going to happen with our chapter here in West Virginia. So in these GDGs, you're going to collaborate with each other, with developers. You're going to learn more about Google technologies, dev tools, and other technologies as well. And you're going to collaborate with each other and create great things. And that's pretty much what it entails to be part of this group. And one of those examples is DevFest. And I'm going to show you a video about it right now. All right. So you also might be wondering who we are. So first of all, I'm Beth Meg. I am a founder and former lead of the University of London Google Developer Student Club. Over there, for the past year, I was spearheading an initiative very similar to the Google Developer Groups, but mainly focused on students. This university where I go to is international university that is online, so you get to collaborate with a lot of students around the world. This experience was like very very amazing and enriching, and it was great to benefit different parts around the world, but I also was thinking, hey, why not benefit my own community as well? So I decided to start spearheading as well the GDG here in West Virginia, and that's the organizer right now. And I'm also a Google Woman Tech Maker ambassador. And what that is a program from Google where we try to make, tech more inclusive and open to all people to join. And that's pretty much what I do as an ambassador and encourage that. I'm also a computer science student in my emphasis on machine learning, artificial intelligence. And I'm currently working at an AI startup called VD8. It's a machine learning video production company, which is really, really cool. And I work there as a solutions engineer. And let's learn a little bit more about Jonathan.
Yeah, so I'm also a computer science student, just like BetMig is. I'm also a local tech business owner. I own Blue Sky Tech, and by the way, that is a hyperlink there. So at the end of our presentation, we'll be sharing a tiny URL. So you can visit the slides and click all the links you want in here. And I'm also very lucky to be one of the first supporters of Google Developer Groups West Virginia. So, West Virginia has a lot of opportunity, I think, for the tech business to thrive. And so I'm really excited for what BetMig is doing here and what Google's going to be doing here.
Thank you. So yeah, you might be wondering also why, besides, trying to bring back to my own community in West Virginia that I love so much, that's the whole point of a Google Developer Group, is to give back to the community, to empower developers to, become better, to achieve their tech dreams. So I think West Virginia has a big, big potential. And if we as individuals bring these resources to the area, try to nurture the people, try to open those paths for them, we can definitely have a better future overall for the state.
Yeah, and building on that, so this is not just about West Virginia either. So as you may know, West Virginia it has historically had a very coal-centric economy. And so this is a graph of coal production in West Virginia and the U.S. over time. And as you can see, it's dropped a lot. And this graph actually only ends in 2016, so it's probably dropped more since then. So if we want these sort of, positive trends to be sustainable, we need to make sure that people have alternative sources of livelihood. And so that's one big place where Google Developer Groups can help people, is to help them with the transition to becoming a developer.
Definitely.
So the impact we're making here is not just going to help West Virginians, it's going to help everyone.
That's right. And there's a lot of benefits by joining these groups. For example, we have 1,000 GDGs across the world in 140 or more countries, and that means that you can find events available for you at any time. So feel free to to use one of this link over here to explore more about what the GDG environment is and how to join different clubs and groups. And yeah, and also if you're not in West Virginia, you also can benefit from using this link. And also by now, you might be wondering, how do you get involved with our group? And that's a great question. The first thing is you're gonna, at the end of the presentation, we're gonna share a link where you can download these slides. The slide is filled with hyperlinks like Jonathan was mentioning, and you can click them and access all of them. So for the first one is here, the Join or GDG page. All you need to do is click it and click on Join, and you'll be able to join as a member in a chapter. Every time we create a new event, you'll be informed by email and invited to join one of those. Now, if you want to get a little bit more involved with us, you can also apply to be part of the core team. And to do that, it will entail for you to help the club maybe 1 hour, 2 hours a week, something of that nature, depending on what kind of events we're producing and creating, for the month of the quarter. And so you can use the social media here. We have a Facebook page, a Twitter page, a YouTube, where we're gonna also be uploading this video later today, and also a LinkedIn in case you want to, advertise in your LinkedIn that you're part of this group. That's something that I think is really beneficial, especially when employers are looking at your resume. They see that you're involved with, with your community. They like that. And there's also Discord and the Slack channel. Those are for if you want to, chat right away with someone and get to know. I definitely recommend those channels for that if you want to actively start chatting with us. And in the future, we're planning to do in-person meetups as well. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, thank you. So now just for some quick Q&A. So first you might be wondering, is Google Developer Groups for me? Well, straight from their website, Google Developer Groups is for anyone who is interested in learning about Google's technologies, connecting with other developers, and growing your skill set. So if that sounds like you, then this place is definitely for you. Now, if you have an idea, a question, or concern, that's fantastic. Just join our social media, like Meg was saying, and talk to one of the core members. So far, that's just Meg and myself.
Yeah.
And we are actually actively looking for feedback on ways to help and empower local developers. So your feedback is more than welcome. Now, if you want to volunteer, what do you do? Well, that's even better. So the first step is just to click join on the Google Developer Group West Virginia homepage, join our social media, and reach out to us. If you want to donate time, resources, or knowledge, we would be thrilled to set something up with you if you want to give a presentation, etc. And also, like Meg was saying, if you want to be a member of the core team, that would probably require a commitment of a couple hours a week. And so finally, what's next? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to have another meeting in October, our second meeting, to figure out what we can do to best help local developers. So actually, right after this meeting, we're going to send out a survey to the current members to check for time availability, to see when we can meet, what time would be best for everyone based on the feedback. So we're not sure exactly when in October we'll be meeting, but based on everyone's feedback, we'll decide on that.
Cool.
All right, and it looks like we have, and are there any other questions?
Let me see in the chat real quick. Okay, I enabled the QA. If you want to use that tool, guys. Also, you can use the general chat as well.
Okay.
If you have any questions.
All right.
Let's wait just 1 minute or two, just to make sure everybody has a chance there. Okay.
Oh, all right. So we got a question here from Paul. What areas will you be delving into in development? So actually, that's up to you. If there's some specific topic you want to learn more about regarding Google technology, then just let us know. And that might even be the topic of our next meeting in October. So yeah, it's completely developer driven.
Yes.
So there's no sort of top-down approach here. If you have an idea for something you think we should do, then just bring it up so we can do it.
Yeah, I'll be also sharing with you, like Jonathan was mentioning, survey. I'm going to be also asking what kind of topics or areas in development would you like to explore with us. So definitely you can let us know through that form as well if right now you don't have anything on top of your head. Yes, anytime, Paul. All right. Any other questions? Cool. So thank you so much for attending today to a really quick kickoff meeting. And I feel free to use this tiny URL to get the slides from this presentation and be able to use all the links if you need to. I'll be also sharing this through an email as well, anyway, in case you cannot get it right now. So don't stress too much about it either. All right. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, and also if you want to mention us on social media, feel free to use those hashtags. The more coverage we get, the better. I think you might have seen from those pictures we were showing earlier, these Google developer groups can get really big. But that's because people know about them, and since this is our first meeting, we're still looking to get that coverage. So, all right, thank you so much, everyone, for coming.
All right, thank you. Have a wonderful Sunday.